Travis, did you know you can get this season's COVID-19 shot when you get your flu shot? Travis, ask about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot.
Welcome back. This is the Buzz Review. Let's do it. Christian activist calls for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce to be hung. Yeah, you heard that right. A Christian activist. You think they'll know better because they're a Christian activist, but that's what she said, guys. Okay. In a bizarre interview, Christian commentator Morgan Ariel said Taylor Swift and Kansas City Chiefs player Travis Kelce should be hung. Miss Ariel, who describes herself as a Christian activist, also told Rumble streaming host Stu Peters on Wednesday that Miss Swift and Mr. Kelce should be publicly prosecuted. And they allege the pair are using their relationship as a strategy to push COVID vaccines. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. Companies that want to pull in more money do go for celebrities and take advantage of them by giving them a lump sum of money, which we're about to see, guys. Here's her profile on Twitter, now known as X. Morgan Ariel had to say about what she said. The false prophet media is trying to smear me and say I called for the execution of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce on the Stu Peters segment. I recently did, which is a lie. My statements were directed at the individuals who push this onto humanity and not the celebrities who are being paid to promote it. However, I did say celebrities should also be tried, which I stand on. Okay, so she did kind of a 180 there, saying she didn't, and then she did, so she flip-flopped there. In any event, we all know there will be no trials, there will be no accountability, nor will there be any justice, just checks, tyranny, and more deaths of innocent lives who don't know any better and just trust the federal government and their paid celebrity minions. Okay, guys, this, like I said, they get a lump sum to push said items, whether it's COVID, whether it's vehicles, anything, guys. This is how companies get on and get more money rolling through. Unfortunately, with COVID, you can't really say nothing or could be a critic of it or have an opinion because they just shut you down or call you right-wing extremist conspiracy theorists. Pro-vaccine ad leaves NFL's Kelce in misinformation crosshairs. Vaccine skeptics are attacking Travis Kelce participating in a Pfizer advertisement recycling conspiracy theories about COVID-19 shots as the NFL star is getting attention for his rumored romance with pop icon Taylor Swift. And here's the ad he did. He posted to his Instagram. Let's watch.
Travis, did you know you can get this season's COVID-19 shot when you get your flu shot?
Two things at once.
Two things at once! Two things at once! I'll have two things at once, please.
Now back to two things at once.
Two things at once.
That's not two things at once.
Mom!
Travis, ask about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot.
He's definitely in an ad for Pfizer, which they did create, the Pfizer shot vaccine that was rushed to get into your arms. Here's what he had to say. Schedule saving time is key. The CDC says you can get this season's updated COVID-19 shot when you get your flu shot if you're in due for both. That's why I got 2 shots in one stop. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if it would be right for you. You can also visit cdcsvaccines.gov to learn more about the scheduled appointments. So yes, he's pushing it. Obviously, he has it on to his Instagram. He has his video of the ad that he did for Pfizer. So conspiracy theorist does sound kind of true. Let's watch what Charlie Kirk had to say with Megyn Kelly on her show.
Significant side effects, especially for the young men who probably look up to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, the question is, what will break his heart first? His new relationship with Taylor Swift or the COVID shot? That remains to be seen. So they both are in the business of breaking hearts. Yeah, look, I mean, he just did it for money, obviously. And I used to be a really big fan of Travis Kelce. And here he is trying to put a manly man spin on Pfizer. But this also goes to show how desperate Pfizer is. And you're trying too hard if you have to produce a advertisement like that. And by the way, I watched a fair amount of NFL football yesterday. They ran this ad nonstop propaganda. And you are not even allowed to mention the side effects or anything that happens with the mRNA gene altering shot that they call the COVID shot. But this goes to show that basically anyone is for sale for a number big enough. And let's also just say, Travis Kelce, looking at you and knowing how you perform at a very, very high level, you're not exactly at a risk group for COVID. Why are you peddling this or pushing this forward? This is about profits for Pfizer, period. Both for the flu vaccine and for the COVID shot. Like the stats show that if you are a 33-year-old NFL football player, you are not going to die from getting COVID, period. But Travis Kelce is for sale, evidently, and I wonder how much.
Yep. If you're fit and you're young, the stats do show that you're most likely not going to be affected. You should be fine, which you wouldn't need the COVID vaccine. And quite frankly, you shouldn't have this thing pushed onto you, especially when studies have not really been done. It was just rushed to be put in your arm so people can profit off it. Unfortunately, guys, this is how capitalism works. Sometimes it works good and it works bad. But now the government's saying you and other online platforms like YouTube and everyone else says you can't do it. It's COVID misinformation. You get strikes. You get banned. Dan Bongino actually got banned recently for COVID misinformation. Like I said, freedom of speech is no longer relevant anymore. It's just an option on the Constitution you can choose to follow. Is Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's relationship a ploy to push new COVID boosters? Conspiracy theorists think so. Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce already drew the ire of the anti-vaccine community when he appeared in a Pfizer-sponsored ad advocating people to get new COVID boosters and flu shots at the same time. Once posted on Instagram, the spot drew so many hateful conspiratorial replies that the comments were turned off, with Kelce relentlessly attacked on social media for selling his soul to push the clot shot, among the other unevident theories about the side effects of the vaccine. Likewise, Taylor Swift, who was once been the darling of the far-right trolls and neo-Nazis who referred to her as a Aryan goddess, became an outspoken Democrat and continues to advocate for the progressive causes and voter registration. Since then, she endorsed Democratic politicians, LGBT rights, and other liberal stances. Here's Anomaly on Twitter, what he had to say. Number 1, Taylor Swift registers Democrats. Number 2, Kelce rumored to date Swift. Number 3, Kelce appears in Pfizer ad a few days later. 4, Taylor Swift appears at the Chiefs game. Democrats and pharma teaming up to manipulate sports athletes and musicians to use their influence for the establishment. That's a good ploy if you are doing that to push your agenda, to push the shot on people, to make it a regular thing like the flu shot. Every year it gets wintertime. Oh, you better get your flu shot or else you get the flu. You need to be up to date on your yearly shots. Now they're adding COVID shots, which I don't think you need to take them. I don't take none of these stupid shots. If I get sick, I get sick. I eat some peppers, some pico de gallo. Keep those immune systems up, fellas. Once the duo began allegedly dating, the status of the relationship hasn't been confirmed by anyone involved. The football and music world went wild with references, jokes to Swift song titles, and memes. Their every glance and gesture at the September 24th Chiefs-Bears games, Swift attended, got analyzed, and picked apart like a pop culture Zapruder film. And the conspiracy world went wild as well with the conspiracy theories about him, the two of them, and the vaccine on how it's all connected. Reddit forum r/conspiracy hosted nearly 1,000 different threads on Kelce Swift pairing and its link to the rollout of the new COVID boosters. No surprise, given that the vaccine is subject to some of the forum's most popular posts ever. Kelce accepted the level up deal shill for Pfizer and Bud Light. In return, he gets money to pretend to have Taylor Swift as his girlfriend. For 2 months, blared one thread with hundreds of comments also referencing Kelce's support for the beer that drew the ire of the American transphobe for his partnership with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney. And you guys seen how that went. Dylan completely tanked Bud Light. Now they're considering rebranding and some other crap. Doubt it'll work. It continued for other conspiracy theories and influencers that Charlie Kirk referred Kelce's disturbing advocacy for the mRNA gene altering shot. The COVID vaccine does not alter genes. They added that. Conservative sports influencer Clay Travis claimed Kelce should become a chick and endorse Joe Biden and be a sponsor for Bud Light, which he is doing. So I see what he's saying. As a former ESPN personality turned Blaze TV host, Jason Whitlock castigated the tight end for promoting for promoting the vaccine, given all the data about the injuries and whatnot. On X, the countless conspiracy influencers went to town on the idea of Swift and Kelce being paired up by the dark cabal of big pharma in some kind of psychological warfare tactic or desperate ploy to push the newest round of death shots. Whoa, extreme death shots here. According to multiple viral tweets, Kelce got $20 million for the Pfizer ad. It was a paid promotion that numerous other entertainers and public figures took part in. Went along with the plot because the deep state had dirt on him, or he was rewarded for his vaccine push with getting to date Swift, a proposition that strips the singer, who is far more well known than Kelce, obviously, of her own agency. Many doubted his alpha male status or questioned why someone healthy and in their early 30s would get a booster. A few even believed it to be an engineered distraction to keep the masses from looking into what is really going on. Vision for the Blind on Twitter posted Travis Kelce promoting Bud Light and Pfizer while dating Taylor Swift. I wonder what dirt they have on this guy. Here he is wearing a big old Bud Light chain, and there's his ad where he took the shots apparently for Pfizer. We're pushing it. Many celebrities and public figures advocate that the COVID boosters either in interviews or in ad campaigns. So why the conspiracy theory community obsessed with the potential of a relationship between these two? Yeah, I don't know, guys. It is kind of wishy-washy. Conspiracy is all over this one right here, with Bud Light and Pfizer being pushed down everyone's throat. Of course, they need people to help them advocate for their agenda, for their shots, for their money making. I don't know if COVID-19 is the best choice for everyone. Like I said, it affects people it affects people who are overweight, they're old, they got some sort of ailment. It doesn't really affect younger people. I mean, I didn't really get sick. I just had this, the old same old flu congestion feeling like I usually get every winter. So I didn't really get the shot. And if you did get it, that's fine. I mean, if you need it to make you feel better mentally, and you're going with the flow because you don't want to be harassed by your neighbors, then do what you gotta do. I don't hate you for that. Everyone's got their own opinions, but it seems like nowadays everyone doesn't. People are being deplatformed. They're getting doxxed. They're getting hate mail. They're getting everything, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Is it a conspiracy theory? Is there something there with Taylor Swift and Kelce? When is she going to drop Kelce? Because she's too big to be with someone like him. I don't know, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. This is The Buzz Review. See you on the next one.